actions are so important with a character with that much agency, thanks to Rocket and Pillar, Shards, and the different times and places and contexts in which all of these things can be actionable. It's what makes so many characters so dangerous and so explosive that it can be hard to shut things down. As we move on to our next set, though, Cheesy Potato sitting in winners and finals, we have got some lads. We've got some lads stepping up.
Absolute units.
Oh
my goodness.
Gekkingga, 25th at Supernova, obviously making a storm through this current bracket. We saw the 2-0 over Lunar, 2-0 over Unknown as well. Looking really, really strong. HamPolo winning a tight 2-1 set up against Mr. Watch and Learn, fresh off of their 9th place finish at Supernova a few weeks ago. The strong one is once again showcasing just how powerful he can be, but it's not just about how well you place or how well you play. It's all about how well you're playing that day, because we've seen how Gekkingga is moving as fast as he's ever been. But can HamPolo match his tempo? History says yes, but today, who knows?
Yeah, honestly, man. I mean, the one thing I'm interested about for HamPolo going into Collision is not even something in-game, but I had an interesting conversation with him at Supernova, where I'm like, holy crap, is that the strong one? I'm like, he's like, not that this weekend. I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, actually, what I'm thinking, I'm going off of different monikers, different ones for each event forward. Like, in Pride Month, it was the gay one, taking 2 fusions. He became the gayest one.
That's he became double gay. That's crazy.
That's like the gay squared one. Yeah. And for Supernova weekend, I'm like, okay, so what are you this week? He's like, the determined one. I'm like, ooh. Determined. He was feeling determined. Now I'm curious, what are we feeling for Collision? Are we feeling the gumption-filled one? Are we feeling the ludicrous one? Are we feeling
it's gotta be a single
adjective?
Yeah, it's gotta be a single adjective. So like, it could be the bombastic one or something if he's trying to be a little more explosive. Could also
the explosive one.
Yeah, the explosive one. Certainly an option. Could be the calm one if he's trying to be just resolute in moving through bracket. Like, getting 9th place at a major is pretty, as we see Gekkingga get up there, setting up the controller, making sure your controller works is always important. But like, go as you start like getting into competition and getting into various competitive scenes. Because HamPolo, for instance, did play a little Smash Ultimate. Played some Joker. Was fine, but the way that he's competing at Rivals of Aether 2 is leaps and bounds. His ability, the amount and the level he played at many other games. So you get a chance here to, as you play at higher and higher levels, you get used to different layers of bracket nerves. Sometimes your bracket nerves are fine if you're playing at a local, but if you're trying to make top 8 at a major, those nerves are going to hit a little different. So trying to stay calm amidst going on those deep runs might be the next step in HamPolo's quest for strength.
For both these players, bro, it's Gekkingga and HamPolo getting these very well-deserved high seeds at not only a very insanely stacked major, but a one in their home state. It's like you've got that inherent pressure to, oh man, now I gotta show up, because it's like it's Collision. I show up at Fusion every single week. It's the Fusion major, not to be confused for the Fusion major trademark, which there's been 2 of those. But like the actual, like, this is the organization that I've come to and support every single week. So it's like, I gotta lock in, I gotta show up, I gotta do my thing. And what perfect place to hone your skills to get into perfect shape than the pre-local, the pre-major local. You get the jitters out. It's the perfect place to do so.
Yeah, you're gonna be playing people who are taking the competition as seriously as you are, and also playing a lot of people going to the same event. The vibes here are great because the vibes at Fusion are always great, but they're always under the guise of all of us are trying to improve. So when the game starts, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about if we're trying to like take it easy. No, everybody here signed up with the express purpose of trying to win, and even before that, try to get better.
We're still working out some of these issues. Again, local tournament organizer herself, Cheesy Potato, stepping in. You know, like no, you can never take a vacation. You know,
she's been powered. She's powered through the Rivals of Aether 1. Like, oh, we've got an Alt F4 because someone left a keyboard plugged in. Yada yada yada. Like all of the garbage that comes with the technical issues that comes with the general positive sense of, hey, we want to make it so that all of our game can support as many
here we
people as
go.
possible. Yeah, third one.
Oh, it's
you only get 3. You only get 4? No way.
Strong one, he's the rock one.
Oh my God, it's just gonna keep going.
Oh, gotta peek off.
The game said stop. The game said we're not doing this.
Ooh. Literally 1984. Cannot believe this. What do you mean we can't play Rockles of Aether right now?
Just pick Crag against Crag.
That's what. Haha! You found me. You met me there. Appreciate you. I was setting it up. I was like, yo, you're gonna find it, and you found it.
Did you know?
Here we go.
In Rivals 1, if you pick 4 Crags, you can spawn an infinite amount of rocks. Anyway, getting into game.
You can't just say that and not elaborate, bro. I didn't play that game. You can't just say stuff like this.
Nope.
You can all just be lying.
I could be, but I'm not.
I have no frame of reference. Did you know you're gonna lock Sonic in Rivals of Aether 1? I have no way to fact check this.
And I am not gonna tell you. We're gonna put a pin in that and talk about it next in between games, in between sets rather, because we've got a best of 5 to show for here in winners semifinals. HamPolo and Gekkingga. You know what? It's starting off exactly how I expected. Speed, blitzing speed, and trying to figure out who's going to take that stock first based off of those quick reads. I love that layer to that from HamPolo. Waveland shine to catch Gekkingga shooting and then spot dodging on reaction was insane. It's just those little moments that are acted almost off of instinct rather than off of pure setup. Whoever gets set up first can oftentimes be the difference maker and take the win first off going to HamPolo.
HamPolo recognizing that a player like Gek obviously has played this matchup a ton. There's exactly those conversions that are closing out, like the double fairs. If you don't DI correctly, you die super early. But still recognizing that even if you eventually, like, you'll be at a right percentage where your DI won't even matter, I'm still going to find the fair to close it out. It's having oh my goodness. Oh my having awareness doesn't even matter anything there. If you get hit with Eruption, it's a down air. You're dead at 40. And that's just a Zetterburn moment. Oh my goodness.
Nope. Zetter is a fast faller at the end of the day and has an exploitable recovery if you are willing to go out there and hit him. You know what? That got easier, and Loxodont has always been really good at finding cheeky ways to take stocks. Down air starter, look for the reset, like the idea there from Gekkingga. Just like HamPolo is starting to try and willfully play on layer 2 off of platform mix-ups, Gekkingga is going to do the same thing off of as many starters as he can and as many extenders as he can. Just holding and rolling onto ledge there, off of ledge there is going to seal the fate of game number 1 there for Gekkingga, starting off pretty strong. Again, explosive gameplay. It's hard to take like a 2-stock victory as anything more than just that's how the game ended, because everyone's going to be, both players are going to be swinging, and both players are going to be out for blood right from the word go.
My goodness, man. I mean, early on in the set we're seeing so far is that HamPolo has the right idea of exactly where to pressure Gekkingga, of where to get in there and find the holes on those in the grounded game. Like a lot of these Gek likes to play a lot of that short hop distance, try to find that like the forward air stuff a lot too. It's just the fact that like on a stage like Merchant Port, where you have to inherently like always be overshooting, quote unquote, whereas like on the top platforms, Loxodont and Zetterburn aren't naturally playing up there. Like Rhino naturally playing up there, Maple, Raster, you know, these two, it's like they're up there when they're getting chased up there or they're chasing somebody up there. They're not naturally there. So most of the set is being played on those ledge platforms. And Loxodont forward air and back air, that move goes through the entire thing. we're not going to Harbor. All right, that don't. No.
This isn't much better. As much as this stage offers a lot, the moving platforms and small stage width almost makes it kind of, for those that play a lot of Melee, like Fountain of Dreams-esque, where the difference on stage size can matter a ton. It depends on just how you want to orchestrate yourself from an offensive perspective. But Loxodont in specific loves when the platforms are super low because you can cover so much of it with just like a nair or an upstrong. And the low platforms make that flat drop movement extra volatile. And you see how Gekkingga is so smooth at it to get a little bit of extra distance on those forwards.
And even definitely, benefits Gekkingga's way he plays because he weaves in those non-typical Loxodont options like the reverse fairs or the uppers to scoop you from underneath the platform, and they can go for those option gets, especially something like that when you're peeking under the ledge, you find the scoop hitbox of that up air and chase you all the way underneath the ledge, and that's going to be highway robbery for that first stock. That was HamPolo though, still looking to accentuate. Take a here soon, finds the triple shine into the up strong.
Big answer there from HamPolo. Gekkingga finding the dirtiest hitbox of up air and then just jabbing it out. Like, if you're going to play as fast as possible and represent Shine a ton, I'm going to 4-hug as much as I can, and I'm going to try and represent options with a little bit of extra range. So you have to commit to a jump if you want to utilize that disjoint on things like forward air.
Dude, I'm loving the utilization of Loxodont up here in this matchup, right? Is it not going to chase HamPolo all the way up there, but having that little popsicle stick switching through that platform saying, you know what? Either you parry this or not, or you're not going to challenge this. But I'm staying down here, dragging you down to my level, so eventually we get back on the ground. I'm sending you all the way down there with that down tilt, and Gekkingga is not slowing down anytime soon.
Man, that DI out was tragic there from HamPolo. Down tilted off stage. You're not too far behind this time, but it's the risks that you take in order to try and even up that gap that you know HamPolo is starting to take. That Shine triple fair ought to do it. Not first, not second, but the third time was absolutely the charm, and a huge up throw to start things off. Excellent 4-hug to get by for Gekkingga, but a little bit of damage, and any amount of poking that's going to start off on this game number 2 is massively necessary. Another double Shine off of that up throw. HamPolo turning up the heat.
Accentuate the vantage state here, dropping through the platform with the backer though, answering up the puller as well, just barely avoiding that. Very great angle there from HamPolo, still hanging on, to avoid that downer coming up the platform as well. Finally recognizing these aggressive approaches underneath that platform, and Tech gonna find his own footing here. That Tech is getting caught up by that, just barely avoiding the eruption with the great DI. Back on the down special. Oh, the wave landing to get back onto stage, avoiding that onside ledge again. Late to that forward air, setting out those specials. Gonna catch Gekk off stage, but challenging his side B. Oh, but the tech again! He learned his lesson, he's DIing in!
And then he missed the tech. Missed the tech on that wave dash. That was
God.
super tough. Missing another edge guard opportunity. This final hit here, Momo. Anything will do it. Down tilt will confirm into that forward air. A tough way, and Gekkingga having a take a breath, acknowledge your mistakes, and move along, because Gekkingga absolutely had center stage control there and lost it all just to a small tech flub, and HamPolo took that as far as he could for the victory even. I've been loving these quick wave dashing down tilts, HamPolo mixing in just how far he's wave dashing in order to try and get into fair range, forward tilt, shine, or lately down tilt range, and every single one is so threatening. Quick shine out of shield to start game number 3 here on Godai Delta. It is certainly gonna be this set just keeps on giving here, Momo. Oh my god.
The biggest adaptation there from HamPolo in game number 2 was just recognizing where Gekkingga has been sharking those platforms and playing a lot more patience. Zetterburn's like to immediately get back into the mix there, chasing all the platforms early on. Now slowing it down, saying, you know what, I have to respect Loxodont and wait his turn. You don't hear that very often, but you have to respect Loxodont. But this Loxodont specifically, you definitely have to. But when your turn comes by, when you catch Gekkingga overextending, you find that parry, delete those magma levels, you're going to be in a very, very good position to get that damage back up into your favor.
instant start off here for HamPolo. Very different from how we see all the previous 2 games. Like normally it was Gekkingga in the driver's seat of damage, of stock control, like of everything in between. Oftentimes it was Gekkingga holding center stage. HamPolo on a different flow here in game number 3, catching a lot of that initial movement, the shine grab, devastating, and the up air off of it, even better.
Goodness gracious, yeah, HamPolo looking like a different man in this game number 3, turning up here, already up 3 stocks to 1, gonna find the side special, but not too much off of that. Up here, starting through the platform again, Gekkingga looking to find anything here at the end of this game number 3, but again, HamPolo, a man possessed, gonna try to catch that special out of the corner. Backer conversion there again, but checking out to avoid the conversion. Finally gonna find something at the ledge. Off special going right through, having the priority there on the weird disjoint of that neutral special. And with everything coming through, HamPolo showing no signs of deterrent, no signs of fear, unfettered in absolutely every sense of the word. It's so tough for Gekkingga to find anything of value right now. As the Gale! Oh, yes.
It's looking like a tough one. This is an information gathering game if you're Gekkingga, because every moment just seemed to not result in answers that you wanted. It's were we actually in best of 3 territory this whole time?
No, we weren't. Wait. Oh.
Does that mean Cheesy won a best of 3 in a best of 2? She won a best of 2 3-0. Hello.
Oh, hello. She's.
Oh no, they're sitting back now. They're sitting.
Okay,
back.
all right. moment of weakness. Moment of weakness.
Oh yeah. I think unusual. I think that might be a special case for this pre-local, because normally it's top 4, I believe, best of 5. But you know, hey, top 8 best of 5 for the collision pre-local sounds good to me, boss.
I have to assume what happened was that like it wasn't supposed to be best of 5, and then Gekk lost the game. And then HamPolo's like, the set's over. And like, what do you mean it's over? He just played 3-0. And like, you know what? We'll run it. that's my headcanon right there of what happened in that situation. By all means, if you want to throw out your theories into the game, then you guys can go ahead. But anyways, game number 4. Ubel, if you're Gekkingga, how do we recuperate from that? Like that was not great.
It's a tough one for sure, because HamPolo, what the adaptations that were made in game 2 to win that were not what he capitalized on in game number 3. It instead was taking advantage of a deeper jump in and utilization of like a lot more of an aerial approach that Gekkingga was already shied away from stuffing out. That's working not only in game 3 but here in game 4 as well. What a route here! Oh my god, like that was ridiculous off of both platforms.
Dude, it's like it's very easy to just say, oh, just challenge Loxodont in the air. But like, and then you actually put it into perspective. It's like someone like HamPolo is like, all right, bet. I'm gonna get out there and make sure your time off stage is an absolute hell, especially trading with that forward air there. Getting a better position for them from the last game, but still not that great to start out here. HamPolo is on an absolute tear. To say that though, going back to ledge here, we're gonna find a better coverage with the singular charge of magma, using that dash attack. Loving the more ground-centered game that Gekk is approaching here in this game number 4. Recognizing HamPolo has got on lock in the air, so we need to change up something quick, especially at the ledge here with the reverse fares. Oh, wait a minute! Nice.
Yo, at a certain point, you're just like, God, these players are so sick, because that route again was so good off stage. The up air, normally you would expect to be a kind of like mediocre option, was perfect for getting exactly the reverse up B, which reset the entire situation for both sides. HamPolo having no resources, and Gekkingga having all of them. Just perfect setup. And then the parry on the fireball. Yeah, we're starting to get used to the pacing that HamPolo is starting to play at, shutting him down with these early nairs and ways to cut out HamPolo before he can get started. Up air into back air on that jump in. The early hitbox setting up perfectly. Gekkingga with another lead here in this set.
You mentioned the first stock, the pace that HamPolo is bringing to this aerial game, and Gekk fully recognizing that, finding the parry there on that forward is like absolutely enough of this aerial pressure that Zetterburn is putting forward and counteracting that, and just taking a step back with his pace, burning all that magma to get back on the stage. Definitely worth it though. That's a downer, not gonna find the grab just yet. HamPolo looking to find a conversion here at the end of the stock. Flush from center stage, a shine, not gonna convert just yet. Playing around with the forward air, everything. And Gekkingga gotta be so patient here, because Zetterburn most certainly can find something to close out here at the end, especially on the top platform. Still hanging on just barely, with no magma, nothing to your name at the end of this stock. HamPolo's waiting for one opportunity and finds the blitz with the forward strokes to get to him. Like, you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You know what? That is a hell of a call out there for HamPolo on Gekkingga. Like a game-changing, set-changing call out even to find a forward strong at that juncture, making sure that the percentages stay as even as possible. Absolutely monstrous. Tries to find a forward air, but no dice. Instead, it's Gekkingga finding those openings. One dash attack, covering with up tilt with a flat drop there. Oh, we're off stage. Has to DI out on forward air to not take the second one, but man, is it dangerous. And Gekkingga finds their way back. Only into the loving arms, the loving claws that HamPolo has at their disposal, looking for that finishing blow again, but we're always being sent back into the middle of the stage here, Momo. It's tough to find the finisher, but the shine off the plat drop was the perfect way to do it. If forward air wasn't gonna make it in any of the ways back and forth, left side, right side, then we gotta send straight to the heavens with a quick wave shine up strong. HamPolo taking the game and stamping their